Okay, let's talk about whey protein. This tub that I have here is a whey protein powder tub by Optimum Nutrition. They're gold standard 100% whey protein in chocolate flavor. Now, I bought this about a month ago from Amazon. I know I'm contributing to, mass commercialization, but during these times, what other options do I have? But anyways, I bought this off of Amazon for about $33. And this tub is actually the 2 pound tub. And in this, there are 29 servings, 29 scoops. So that comes out to a little bit over $1 per scoop that I paid for, which in my opinion is a little on the high side. I feel like you can get much better pricing than that. But since I'm an idiot, I bought it at a bad price point. But if you're interested in buying whey protein powder, try to buy something at a more cost-effective rate than what I bought with this 2 pound tub here. In fact, what I should have done and what I've done in the past was I should have bought the 5 pound tub of this, which I think goes for around $60, and you can get 74 scoops instead of 29. So that sets the price at under $1 per scoop, which is much better than what I paid for. I do have to criticize this company and many other brands in the protein powder space in terms of packaging. This is a really bulky tub, and when I bought it, I think the amount of powder in this tub only went up to like this high. So I don't really understand why they need to sell protein powder in such huge tubs when the amount of powder inside them is not even halfway filling the tub. I'd like to see in the future a much more space efficient container than this one right here. If you can make maybe a thinner cylinder as opposed to this bulky tub, that would be much better. I don't know if anybody's from Optimum Nutrition is gonna see this, but that's my hope for the future anyways. Fix the packaging. So like all other protein powders, it's pretty simple to use. You just pour a scoop into a cup, fill it with water, stir, and it says here on the instructions, wait 30 seconds or stir and shake for 30 seconds and then drink. I like using cold water. I know some people like milk, some people like making shakes out of this where they use bananas or other fruits. For me, because I want to minimize the amount of calories that I'm taking in per shake or drink, I just use strictly the powder and water and stir it and drink it that way. So the great thing about protein powder is that you get a lot of protein for a minimal amount of calories that you're consuming. So if you look in the back of this tub, it'll show you that one scoop is about 120 calories, and the amount of fats and carbs that are included in this scoop are pretty minimal, and you get a whole bunch of protein with that. And that's important because I don't know about you, but for me personally, it's really hard for me to consume the amount of protein that I need to on a daily basis. And that brings about a really hot button and contentious topic about what is the appropriate amount of protein you should be taking in a day. Online, the opinions will be all over the place with that. Some people say that the amount of meat that fits in the palm of your hand is enough protein for your day, and others say that you need to consume anywhere from 0.8 to 1.2 grams of protein per body weight. I don't know, I tend to steer more on the more protein is better side because the obvious benefits to protein are that they satiate hunger a lot better than carbohydrates do. And it's undeniable that protein helps with muscle recovery and muscle development. So I tend to veer more on the side of trying to consume more protein than less. And because I don't eat so much meat every day, for example, like an 8-ounce steak is about 50 to 60 grams of protein. I'm not eating 3 steaks a day. 1 egg is 6 grams of protein. I'm not gonna eat 10 eggs a day either. So for the kind of diet that I have, I oftentimes struggle with trying to maintain the amount of protein intake that I want. And using whey protein is a great way to up my protein consumption to healthy levels or the levels that I want. So what about the taste? Now, is this going to taste like chocolate milk? No. Is it going to taste like a milkshake? No. It's going to taste exactly what you would expect chocolate flavored powder mixed with water would taste like. Now, that's not the worst thing in the world, but it's certainly not going to taste super delicious. But that got me thinking. Now, there's the age-old saying, do you eat to live or do you live to eat? And when I hear people bring up that saying, it's usually one or the other, right? Either people live to eat or people eat to live. And those are two pretty extreme ends of the spectrum, which ignores all of the middle area of some people like to eat to live, and then sometimes they like to live to eat, or vice versa. So I don't like to take such an extremist approach when it comes to this topic. For me, what has worked is I usually eat to live, but every now and then I will live to eat. And I think it's okay to eat stuff because they taste good every once in a while. But the main thing is regulating your calories, making sure that you get plenty of protein, and then the rest of it is wiggle room. I found that the best diet for me is the one that allows me a certain amount of flexibility where I can have a cookie or have a donut if I want to. I'm not going to be eating that stuff every day, but every once in a while, it's not going to be the end of the world. When it comes to diet, the best diets are the ones that you will stick to forever. And so if I'm telling myself that I'm living a healthy lifestyle, that I'm going to have a healthy diet for the rest of my life, so having one slice of cake or having a burger and fries for one meal is not going to mean anything when you take into consideration the entire span of the rest of my life. So at the end of the day, I think it's totally fine to treat yourself to something that's not going to be the healthiest for you, as long as you remember to regulate your calories over time and your protein levels as well. So that's it. Short video. Do I recommend this product? I don't recommend this particular one, the 2-pound tub, but I will recommend the 5-pound tub. I think it's at a pretty good price point. There's plenty of good macronutrient levels in this protein powder. The taste is decent enough. It gets the job done. And I think this particular protein powder expires in about 1.5 years. So you have plenty of time to go through the 5-pound tub that I would recommend you to get. So that's it for now. Just make sure you keep your calories regulated and keep your protein up, and you'll be on your way to having a very good, healthy diet. So until the next video, take care.